Well, hello, everyone. My name is Jackie Shoemake, Marketing Services Specialist with Isagenix, and I'm really excited that you're joining us today on this webinar. This is going to be really, really informational. And for some of you who might not know, Isagenix offers a health benefits program to our associates. And so if you're plugging into this webinar, we're going to cover a lot of things today and get all of your questions answered. So today we're going to be talking about who's eligible for this health benefits coverage, what benefits are available, how to enroll, and then, of course, if you have any questions, we're going to tell you exactly where to go to get your questions answered. And actually, this program was announced in August 2009 at our celebration, and it's really, really great for associates. We care about you. You know, the Isagenix motto, if it's not right for the associates, it's not right for the company, and that's why we're providing this health benefits programs to you and your family to really get that peace of mind. So joining me today, we have a gentleman who's had 14 years in the insurance industry. He's the president of Enrollment First, who's really the administrator of this policy. So please help me welcome to this webinar Hazen Mertz. Welcome, Hazen.
Thank you.
Well, Hazen, we're going to go over a couple things today. And I want everyone on this webinar to really know who's eligible for coverage, what benefits are available, and how to enroll. So first things first, let's talk about, in the Isagenix program, who is available for this health benefits coverage?
Thanks, Jackie. Well, actually, for the Isagenix associates to be eligible, they've got to complete 3 auto shipments or received over $300 in commissions within the last 6 months. And to be eligible for those benefits, we use an association model called the National Association of Workplace Programs so that they can join a group and get a group rate and group underwriting for those policies. Through the National Association of Workplace Programs and their membership, it includes a 401k, life insurance for $10,000 for each associate enrolled, prescription discounts, and wellness benefits through Duke Healthcare.
Awesome. So if they're enrolling in this program, they're getting those group benefits, which is probably going to, in the long run, lead to like lower pricing. Is that right?
It does. It allows us to offer one rate nationally, and it gives them a group rate so that they're not buying individual policies.
Awesome. So you guys keep in mind, to be eligible, 3 auto ships and $300 commissions within the last 6 months. That's really easy, especially if you're a business builder. So now that we know who's eligible for coverage, what are the benefits available for people who are interested in this program?
So within the package, we've got 2 medical options. We've got a couple different dental levels that you can pick from a basic and a preferred. We have vision coverage. We have an accident plan, cancer plan. There's also a universal life insurance plan that you can cover you, spouse, and children. We have a critical illness policy, and then as mentioned before, we also have a 401k-I, which is very unique to us in the industry, as we're the only one that have a 401k in the country for 1099s.
Wow, that's awesome. So let's go through each one of these benefits available. If you could tell us a little bit more about each one of them.
Sure. So first, let's talk about the medical. The first medical policy, as I mentioned, there's 2 that we'll talk about, is the hospital indemnity plan. It's a plan that is guarantee issue with no pre-existing conditions. It has no deductibles or co-insurance features, and it has no annual benefit dollar maximums. And so the plan actually tells you on the front side what they'll pay. And so it takes a little different approach to insurance from where it says the insurance company says they will pay a certain amount for a doctor office visit. Through our call center, as we'll talk about in a few minutes, you're more than welcome to call in and understand those averages and what doctors pay. But this is a way for us to give you a medical coverage for sickness visits, for wellness visits, accident, some surgery benefits, and prescription benefits. Now, to the second plan is actually broken into 2 parts, and it's an individual major medical that you can apply for over the telephone with us. We offer you 2 quotes per zip code anywhere in the country, and we can help you even shop and look at the plan that you maybe already have in place. Second stage to that major medical piece is that there are now 44 states in the country that offer PCIP plans that are the pre-existing plans. And so with that, you can actually get those over the phones as well. And so if you've been declined for health insurance or end up being declined for health insurance, we guarantee you we can get you coverage. The next plan I'm going to talk about today is our dental plan. The dental plan is with the Dentamax network and has over 72,000 dentists in it nationally. The high plan that you can purchase has 1,000 annual year maximum per person, and it actually covers all three types of services from basic, restorative, and major. And with that, there is no waiting period for you to be able to go get your teeth cleaned the first day you have your policy. The second coverage here on this slide is the vision plan. Our vision plan is also on a national network, and it has co-pays for services. And so with it, you actually only pay $10 to get your eyes examined. And with materials such as lenses or frames, it's a $25 copay. The next plans, our accident and cancer plan, as I'll speak of them together, they are supplemental benefit plans, and so they actually pay the cash to you in the event of an accident or cancer. And so if you were to have an accident and seek treatment in an emergency room or seek treatment of any kind, from a sprained wrist to a broken leg, we will actually pay cash benefits to you to offset your out-of-pocket expenses from missing work, from the doctor bills that you would receive, what have you. The same thing for the cancer plan that actually pays the cash to you based on your cancer treatments. The life insurance policy, as I mentioned before, is a universal life insurance policy. You're able to cover yourself with this policy up to $150,000 with only 2 non-medical questions. So those 2 questions can be answered of, have you been in the hospital in the past 6 months, or have you missed 5 or more days of work in the last 3 months? And you qualify for that life insurance policy today. The critical assistance policy, very similar to the accident and cancer, as it pays the cash directly to you if you're diagnosed with a critical illness. And you can get that plan in between $5,000 and $50,000 increments. Those amounts of money are actually paid directly to you. So if you were diagnosed, based on how much benefit you bought, that would be paid directly to you. And you can cover your spouse and children with that one as well. Lastly, the very unique plan to us and that we want to share with you is the 401k. It is through Transamerica, and it allows you to get involved in a 401k plan as a 1099 where traditionally you could not. And it is a minimum deposit monthly of $50 to get into that plan.
Well, great, and that's so exciting, too, because at Isagenix, we're really about building residual income and setting up, a nice lifestyle to retire into. I was just looking at some stats the other day, and in 2002, the average age someone retired, I think, was around 63, and today it's about 72. So people are looking for ways to make more money, to live that, comfortable life when they're retiring. So it's great you could be building your Isagenix business and building your 401k at the same time. And also, is it okay, now, let's say if I have a husband or a spouse and I'm on their insurance, can I do this insurance as well?
You sure can. In fact, what we find in a lot of cases is that someone may have health insurance through their spouse as employer, but they're not offered a 401k or a life insurance plan, and that way they can pick and choose these plans on what best fits their family. There are no products that you have to buy the other. If you're a member with the National Association of Workplace Programs, you can pick and choose between any of these plans.
That's awesome. It's a custom plan to whatever their needs are. So there's people on this webinar who I'm sure are excited. They have questions. So how does someone enroll into the program?
So first, there is also, first thing, to look at benefits more in depth. I know that we also have a brochure on the back office. Mm-hmm. And with that, the telephone number that's on the brochure there, and then today our phone number is 866-667-8415, and our call center is open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. With that, they would get a salaried licensed agent that can answer questions, talk to them about the plans they already have in place, do any kind of comparisons that they need. And so those agents are really there to help educate and explain, especially as this health insurance marketplace is changing every day right now. And so really just call with your questions, and through that process, if there's something that you identify you need for yourself or your family, they can actually take your enrollment there over the telephone by identifying you a PIN code. They use the telephone and a recording piece to actually record your application over the phone, and so there's no paperwork to fill out.
Well, that's great. Well, we really, really appreciate you being on this webinar today. And you guys, if you have any more questions or you need more information, you can go to your associate back office under the Tools tabs, and it's under Partner Sites Health Benefits Program. And, of course, at any of the events, the New Year Kickoff Celebration, any of those big events, you will see there's a TransStar table and someone who can help you with any questions. So thank you so much, Hazen, for joining us. And, again, that number is 1-866-667-8415 if you guys have any questions. Thanks, Hazen.
Thank you.